square meters be how much? I mean, industry, we are bombarded by money every day, so it would be good to know what is the rate of failure. Okay, and then with that you divide the 19 million. It's 19 million plus, right? I saw the numbers. Then you roughly know your per square meter. Then even would be happy to finance if it really is budget.
So for the type of modules, we actually have 3 different types of modules, and then we mix and match to form the grid, different grids.
So how big are the modules?
The modules are
basically each module is 6 by 6 meter, but in order to create a bigger space, for the height is around 3 meter, 3.5 meter, around 3.5 meter. But we have an additional 1 meter depth for allocate for the green roof, because our main concept is to create a small forest within our building. So actually we allocate a little bit more height for our green roof. And then for the module type, actually we keep the module to less than 10. It comes from 3 modules, and afterward, because of we want to frame different view, we change some of the module, but we keep the modules type to less than 10 type. Basically, how we identify how many modules we have is through Revit link. Because basically we do each module in a different Revit file, and then we link it back to the main central model. So by this, we can keep track on how many modules that we actually have. Yeah, I will pass on to Key to talk about the cost.
I just need the JPEG. No, it's okay. No, it's fine.
yeah, we actually didn't calculate the total GFA because of especially the second story slab and the first story slab. But yeah, we try to follow the buildability score when we are doing the design, but we ultimately didn't calculate the total final design.
Maybe I'll go on to some of the technologies. I think there's a few very interesting technologies that you can hear. So you're using seawater and then creating heat exchange, because you took a reference from the city house, right?
Yes.
Question: what is the delta T between the water here and your system?
That's a difficult question.
So why they can use the water in Sydney now? Because it's much colder than the water that we have here. Okay, that's okay. But I have to say, the idea is very good. We should push the boundaries. But there's something else we should know. Delta T means the water temperature difference between the two things that you're trying to transfer. So if the delta T is too little, no transfer.
Yeah, that was one. Then the first one was to act as a filter, so it's water cooling. Yeah. Then the second thing was also because solar still evaporates seawater, so then we are using the filtered seawater to water the plants throughout the entire building. So that's the second part.
Next question I have was, can I know, any other questions?
I mean, for me, the key takeaway was the second story slab. I think you design using computational approach.
Yes.
And that's very interesting. And quite impressive. Because because of you do the solar analysis, you know where are all the hotspots, and then you actually terrain the second story slab accordingly. Can you talk a little bit more about that? And the other second takeaway before I forget is the movable space that this is something again very innovative. Yeah. Maybe you can elaborate a little bit on these two features of your design.
Good morning. So for the movable space, right, it's because of it increases the flexibility and the look of the module itself, and also the lighting as well as the mood of the area can be altered accordingly. So in relation back to our team, which is touching the earth lightly and together in nature, it's also to bring forth closer within, not only on the basement level but also above.
Can you point to us where are the movable parts? Because during the presentation it doesn't quite come out.
This one. So you can move.
Yes. So only 3 of.
Yeah, you can move left, right. It can be private, it can be enjoying. So the question comes: what is a moving mechanism?
It's actually an electric motor. Ernest, would you like? Yes.
Okay, so tentatively, well, it's still just a concept. We do actually we actually thought of developing an application where people can actually book these meeting rooms, right, as and when they need the day before. And at night, when the building is vacant, these modules will actually move by themselves to actually via the electric motor to fit the best suited what should I use module arrangement, yeah, the best suited arrangement for the next day's meetings. And hence, not only would this space be actually dynamic, ever-changing, it will also give the negative space areas for us to put bean bags, and actually for people who co-work there, right, who, even though they are not using the meeting rooms, to have a changing environment every day. And just like how millennials like to change things up every now and then, I think this will be a very apt design for the current demographic that we're designing this structure for.
Can I just find out for your dynamo, for your generating computational for your road, did you link it up with structure analysis? Because you're doing an entire road with trees, like a whole one. The structure analysis, because they will change the design drastically underneath with the structure.
So beautiful, right?
The whole design would actually change computationally when you put it
You go out,
structure.
go out a little bit. Yeah, okay, stop here. This one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we did that.
Think about that. The other thing was, you said that you use LiDAR scanning for.
Yes, this will be the initial phase for the VR. So firstly, you need LiDAR to scan the construction site area. Then afterwards, when you do the big model, it could be placed in VR because of the LiDAR scanning. You can pinpoint exactly.
LiDAR scanning is like cloud, they can't scan trees when it's moving.
No, we're actually, the judges say deep thinking now because it's
No,
very.
but it's just information for you.
I think it's a strong scheme. I think it's a strong scheme. I think it's thoughtful. I think, of course, we know it's a student competition, so we're happy to allow you to take liberties about certain practicalities and such things. So, but yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, the next team is from PCA A. We welcome 8-in-1.
Good morning, everyone. We are from Team 8-in-1 from BCA Academy. I am Nashita, and here presenting with me is Fatin, Keen, and Lloyd. These are my team members. We are all from different courses working together as a team for this competition, and these are our roles and responsibilities. Our site is at Coney Island, which is at the northeastern coast of Singapore, within the town of Punggol. This is our aerial view of the site and the site surroundings. Coney Island is one of Singapore's nature reserve parks, and it houses variety habitats for plants, animals, and other organisms. At the site, we had encountered many types of flowers, mushrooms, monkeys, butterflies, and bees. So we had done site analysis using the SWOT methods, which are the strength, weakness, threat, and opportunities. For the strength, the place is very peaceful and quiet, and it has good air quality. So the workers can enjoy the morning breeze, and also they can walk around the island when work gets too stressful. For weakness, the office building is a bit far from the site, so we have to walk quite a distance, or we can rent a bike there, and there are no accessible public transportation. For the threat, as you can see from the picture, it's quite dark, so there are no lights provided, so the workers can trip and fall and injure themselves. So what we can consider is to install in-ground lighting, which helps to guide the people and to prevent injuries, and also highlight the landscaping for aesthetic purposes. Apart from that, we can also improve security by employing security guards to patrol around the area, and in the future, they might have more investors for business if there is any business potential, and the government may consider to put up more streetlights.
After carrying out the site analysis, we moved on to planning for the design concept. So after observing the environment and surroundings, we decided to decide on a honeycomb shape design, because over there we saw a lot of bees, and then we thought of doing a beehive concept. So we used the hexagon shape because we were inspired by as if the bees are working hard in their beehive for like honey. So because we thought that it will be aligned to the environment, and actually people would be interested of the building shape. This is the space planning for our building. We have 5 levels, and the GFA is about 7,345. Yeah. So that is level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5. So the total number of modules that we have is about 76 modules. So to generate the building, we actually tried 2 different ways, because the basic way that we learn is by using conceptual massing in Revit. It takes actually a long time, because we have to align the lines to make the 2D forms in order to place all the walls and floors and roofs. So instead we use Dynamo, because we learned Dynamo through the SP workshop that they organized. So we learned something new for this project. We actually make use of the Dynamo because our shape is quite unique, because we would need to make all the slanted walls and etc. So we thought that this would be a more precise way for us to create the geometry, and also it's easy because we could actually repeat the steps. Instead of doing massing, we would have to do one by one to connect and make the form. So this is the overview of a computational script using Dynamo. So like we took a lot of factors to consider, like the areas and heights, and also the constraint of GFA for each rooms needed for the requirements. It's also to ensure that the size being developed is actually according to what the requirements are and what we desire. And also the surface areas are also being thought about and considered during making the dynamo script.
So this is about design for manufacturing assembly for our steel structural frame. So our module design is hexagon shape. So we have modularized hexagon design, but we have all the structural framing, different structural framing for each step. In step 1, we cut into 3 small parts because of a site constraint transportation. There is a limited access into the island, so when we cut it, we can easily carry by ship to our construction site. Then in step 2, we combine these 3 small parts to become half of our module. Then in step 3, we duplicate another half. Then in step 4, we fix it together to become one hexagon module. Then in step 5, step 6, and step 7, we continue the same for the rest. So related to the before slide, this is how we set up our module. Actually, we use framing by framing to set up the whole module. And we use bolting method for our joint connection because there's a reason. Because they are easy to fabricate. And we don't need any other specialized equipment, so we can use simple tools. Then deformation in the bolt is very minimal over time. It can quickly be put to use as soon as it is installed. Then once the bolt are tightened and attached in place, it immediately supports the load. So no matter how heavy or light it may be, so it's very strong, and we consider it as a temporary connection because we can easily replace or remove whatever we want over time. Okay, so we choose cross-laminated timber, but why not conventional wall? There's also a reason as we compare CLT and conventional wall.